Today is upper body day. So get your warm up going and I'll talk to you a little bit about it. We will have specific cardio sets to get those heart rates elevated so that we burn calories, because as you know, Cindy and I don't feel there's any point of working out unless we're also burning some calories. So we're going to have specific cardio sets and we're going to have specific upper body sets. Your weight selection, I'd like you to have a range available to you at all times, going from very light, 3s and 5s, to a little heavier, 8, 10, 12s. But we're pretty much in that light range today because we're going to be hitting the same muscle group in every strength set. So set 1 is all shoulder. All of the exercises are addressing shoulders, sort of with smaller Pilates style movements. So we're going to be going lighter than we usually would if we're supersetting 2 exercises, 2 opposing muscle parts. We're hitting the same muscle part in every set. So we're burning it out. So for that reason, it's a little bit different than what we usually do. Have sort of a range there so you can drop and pick up what you need as we go through and as we're learning how our muscles are feeling, okay? That's really all I've got to share with you here. We're doing 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. You need that upper body range. Let's get started with cardio core. You finish up that dynamic warm-up. Meet me back here and we'll get her going. Cardio core sets are all going to be exactly the same. You know me, I should have simple written across the front of every single one of my shirts. So if you love it, great. If you hate it, I'm very sorry. There are 5 exercises in every one of these cardio bursts. Let me quickly go through them with you. The jump squat, touch, land soft, okay? Or mountaintop, all right? You gotta give me tempo on those. Then we will go to either boxer shuffle, or you can add arms with the skier. Then we'll go to a lateral hop. Modification there is more of a step and a reach rather than a push-off jump and reach. Then we've got our sumo, knees and toes, going in the same direction, that exaggerated stance. I'm getting down as low as I can in that sumo, and I'm just doing climbing ladder with my arms. It's a complete no impact cardio there. And then we'll finish with a high knee skip that gets those flappy arms going with it, okay? So those are the 5. Make sure you've got your space. We're doing it at 30-10. Again, I'm simple. Timer's gonna be consistent through this entire workout. So let's get our first cardio burst going here. Jump squats or mountaintop. Here we go. Land soft if you're jumping. Try to get some air under those feet. We're only going through these 5 exercises one time. Booty back. If you're doing a mountaintop, make sure you're challenging yourself with the tempo. We're almost there. Break, 10 seconds, boxer shuffle or skiers. Boxer shuffle, here we go. You can recover here. Active recovery, as Cindy and I always say. Take it up a notch. Add those arms with the skier. Good. Arm and leg movement. Simple, but effective. Break. Lateral hops with a jump or just with a step. Here we go. Give me a nice push. Tempo. 10-second break is short. Good. Break. Sumo climbing ladders here. Hold that sumo. Here we go. Climbing ladder arms. Really try to get down into that sumo squat. Move those arms faster or slower. That's your modification here. And how low are you in your sumo? Good. Try to get your breathing back. Good. High knee skips with our wing arms, our flappy arms here. You can just go to a march and reach here if you need a little more modification than this. Getting those shoulders warmed up for what's about to come. Set one strength, focuses on shoulder. Break. First cardio burst is done. Okay, weight selection here is going to be very light, on the light end of your spectrum. The only place you might want to go back and forth between weights is between exercise 1 and 2. You probably can go heavier with this first exercise, which is that squat and press, or that thruster that Cindy had us doing last week, I believe it was. I've got a dumbbell in each hand. I'm trying not to hit the ceiling. As usual, I go down in my squat, right? Booty back, I want that chest to stay proud. As I come up, I bring those weights up and press. So momentum is helping me there. All right, working our shoulders, but also keeping our heart rates elevated with those, okay? Now, after that, if you went heavier with that, drop it and pick up your light weight. We've got sort of a front to side raise. Tuck those hips, engage that core, front, out to side and down. Front, out to side and down. Then at halfway, I'm going to tell you, we're just going back and forth between front and side. Really squeeze those glutes, tuck those hips, and protect that lower back there. Then we're going to go to Arnold Press. Palms start facing me. I press up, they're away from me, back down, they're facing me. Okay, Arnold Press, and then we're going to finish with those snow angels I did with you. It's been a while now. Tuck those hips, arms down to my side with my palms facing forward, straight arms come up and around, and control back down like I'm making a snow angel, okay? Which, considering we've got all this snow, easy to do. So, every single one of those is addressing our shoulders. Yes, it's gonna burn. That's why I told you to pick up your light weight. All right, I'm back here in my corner. Here I go. Squat, bring it up to a press. How heavy your weights are or how light your weights are on this one will depend on your tempo. Okay, if you've got heavier weights, you'll be going much slower than I am here. I've got light weights, so I've got a pretty good tempo going. Remember, if you've got heavy weights, use that momentum to get those weights up. All right, now we are doing the front lateral raise. Just do what I'm doing here. Tuck those hips, front, out to the side and down. Front, out to the side and down. My arms are coming parallel to the ground. and I'm gonna tell you when. All right, now I wanna hold them up and out, keeping them up. Tuck those hips, squeeze those glutes, squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. Good. Break, put it down. Arnold press. I'm getting back where I have a little head clearance. Palms are facing me. Tuck those hips. Press up, and now they're away and back down. Up, away. Good. We're coming all the way up, all the way down here. Squeeze those hips. Enjoy that full range of motion. Just saying, second round we may not get it. Maybe. Break. All right, snow angels. Tuck those hips. Palms are facing forward. Straight arms all the way up and around. Tuck those hips. Control the up. Control the down. Up and down. This is a huge full range. If this is too much for your shoulders, just bend them and do a 90-degree lift here. All the way up, all the way down. Rarely do we get a full range of motion with our shoulders, so if you can do it with light weights, this is a good one. Break. All right, we're back to that squat plus a press here, second time through. Heavier weight if you're gonna switch. Otherwise, get a good tempo going like I've got here. I've got lighter weights. Keep that core tight. How low can you get in that squat? Let's keep that heart rate elevated. Good. Break. We're going to do that front to side raises at halfway. I'll tell you to, we'll pulse it up there. Front, side, down. Tuck those hips. The weight is away from our body. We got to keep those hips tucked, tight. Squeeze it. All right, now let's keep them up there. Front, side, front, side. Squeeze it, fight for it, use your mirror. Are you keeping your arms parallel to the ground? Good. Okay, Arnold press. Here, we're gonna start with those weights facing us. Squeeze those hips. Reach overhead and down. Overhead, they're away. Down, they're facing. At the halfway point now, we're gonna be pulsing it halfway up. So start here, only come down halfway. Down, down and up, down and up. Good, squeeze those hips, squeeze those hips. Good, break. Snow angels. Good full range with control here. Set those shoulder blades, tuck those hips, palms facing away, up and around. Good. Nice work. Let's get these shoulders warmed up because we're going to be using them pretty much with everything else we do. They end up being a secondary muscle on almost everything we're going to be doing here today. Break. Nice work. Set one, done. All right, we're going to hit our cardio again here, starting with mountaintop or jump squats, depending on how your heart rate's feeling. Here we go. Laying soft. Good. Try to get some air under your jump if you're jumping. If you're not, give me a good tempo here. Almost there. My quads are burning. break, boxer shuffle or skiers. Ooh. Here we go. I'm sticking with boxer here. My heart rate's feeling good. Nice work. Key to a good upper body workout is keeping that heart rate elevated, in my opinion. Break. We've got lateral hops or step and reach. Here we go. Try to give you a good push with that outside leg if you're hopping. Break. Sumo with the climbing ladders. Try to get deep into your sumo and get those arms going. Tempo on the arms, and how low are you in your sumo? Those are factors you can control. I'm just trying to get my breathing back here. Whew. Good. Just one more. Break. High knee skips with the clap or march and reach. Either one's good with me, as long as you're moving. Good. I feel it in my shoulders now, for sure. Really try to draw those knees up. Let's engage our core here. Break. All right, our cardio burst is done. Let me tell you about the strength. Okay, this set we are working our back. Let me go over the exercises with you, and then you can determine what weight you want to pick up for these. We're going to start with a reverse fly. I hinge at the hip. I have a nice flat back here. It's flat because my core is engaged. The minute my core isn't engaged, you can see it becomes rounded, okay? So hinge at the hips, engage that core. If that's too much for you, you can come up higher. Otherwise, you're trying to get pretty much a tabletop back here. Arms are straight down, palms are facing each other, neutral neck, out to the side and lower with control. Thinking about, I want to try to get a wrinkle back there in my back between those shoulder blades every time I come up and push them together, okay? So reverse flies. Then we're going to do sort of a wing tap. I don't know what to call these things, and you know me with my descriptors. So again, I'm hinged at the hip. I have a neutral neck. I'm keeping my arms straight, but this time I'm sort of flying to the side and trying to tap them behind me there, okay? Working lats, working my back. You're also gonna feel this in your shoulder. Again, you're probably gonna wanna be light on these. Third one, straight arms, palm facing up. We're pulsing here, tricep and back there, okay? And the last one, we're gonna do rows, and we're gonna do it on my count. So, again, hinge at the hip, neutral neck, because we've all got lighter weights. We're gonna start up, okay? Elbows high. If you're looking at a mirror, look at it to your side, not in front of you. Position yourself wherever your mirror is so you can check yourself from the side, not the front. That's too much on your neck. So, high elbows, down, up. down, up. I'm going to be giving us our count there because I want our pause to be on the up, okay? So those are our exercises. Let me get the timer started. You grab your weights and we'll start with those reverse flies. Reverse flies, hinge at the hip, neutral neck, straight arms to the side, control the down. Remember, try to get that wrinkle between your shoulder blades as you squeeze at the top with control, right? Mind the body here. It's all about the back. I want you thinking about that back. We're getting ready for summer, aren't we? At least we're dreaming about it. Break. All right, stand up. We're gonna go back down and do those wing arms here. So, hinge at the hip, neutral neck, arms come out to the side, back and forward. So this is a lot of shoulder, but we're also trying to squeeze those lats and squeeze the shoulder blades. If your weights are too heavy, just drop them and do this movement. And then next round you'll know, okay, I'll pick up a different weight. Squeeze it back there, squeeze it. I told you shoulders would be used. Again, one lion. Okay, this one, we're doing the straight arm pulse, palms facing up. Here we go, keep that neutral neck. Palms face up. We got tricep, got a little back. Keep that core tight, keep that neck neutral. Oh boy, we got this. Stay with me. Just keep moving here. Again, drop the weight and do it with air until round 2. Break. I'm gonna pick up a little heavier weight for my rows. Remember, this is on my count. So here we go, hinge at the hip, start up, down, up, down, up, squeeze up there, down, up, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, down, up. Now hold it up here and pulse it. Pulse up with that row, pulse, pulse, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Should have a wrinkle between those shoulder blades. Break. Okay, back to the top. I'm trading out my weights here. Oh, no, reverse flies. I go heavier on those. Here we go, reverse flies. If you need more time, hit pause. That's the beauty of video, right? Just hit pause. Give yourself more time, gather yourself, and then jump back in it. Control the down here. It's as important as the up. That core should be engaged. Break. I'm dropping my weights, grabbing lighter ones for our fly wings. Hinge at the hip. Here we go, out to the side, back, 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 back. Woo. I'm feeling everything here. Try, shoulder. Stay with me, drop the weights if you need to. Break. Mercy. Who'd have thought 5 pounds was so miserable? All right, here we go. Straight arm pulse, palms facing up, core is tight, neutral neck, pulse those arms. If that's too much, come all the way down and all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. Otherwise, pulse. This is around, you should have made the weight adjustments if you needed to. Almost there, almost there. Oh my, break. I'm picking up my heavier for the rows here. Here we go, hinge at the hip, start high. Down, up. Down, up. Down, up. Tight core. Down, up. Neutral neck. Down, up. Down, up. Now keep them up there and pulse. Up, up. Think about elbows. If you've got a mirror to the side, elbows high, 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 high. Break. Nice job. Set 2. Done. Set 3. Let's get us started with our cardio burst. Here, you guys know the drill by this point. My shoulders are on fire. I don't know about you all, but hello. All right, let's get our cardio burst going. Jump squats, mountaintop. You choose. Ooh, here we go. Jump and land soft. Get me some air. If at this point you're thinking my heart rate's just fine, Meg, go with mountaintop. Totally fine. No problem. You're moving and you're keeping your heart rate somewhat elevated. That's all I'm looking for here. Almost there. Break. Boxer shuffle or skiers. I'm going boxer. Here we go. Nice work. You're over halfway done with the cardio for the workout. This is our 3rd cardio. There's only 5. Break. To look at my notes. Lateral hops. There's no oxygen left. It's a good sign. Is it? Okay. Here we go. Or a step and a reach. Always have no impact options for you. Being at home, you can customize it to your needs. Push and jump. We've got those sumo climbing ladders. Break. Get down into that sumo. Try to get that breathing into a rhythm here. How low can you get in that sumo? How fast are your arms? Mine aren't very fast. Good. Push through those heels. Stay low. Nice job. Trying to breathe. That's all I'm trying to do here. Good. High knee skips with the arms or march and reach. March and reach, remember. Here we go. Those of you who also have no oxygen in your brain, that's a little reminder for you. Good. This strength set, our focus will be on bicep. Give our shoulders a little bit of a break. They'll be secondary, but not primary. Break, nice work. All right, I'm gonna show you these 4 exercises, and then again, you can determine what you wanna pick up here for your resistance. So, we're just gonna start with inner and outer bicep. We're all familiar. Tuck those hips, set those shoulder blades in your pocket. You're gonna give me a bicep curl. Remember, control the down, as important as the up. We then rotate out and give me an outer curl. Control the down. The other thing I want you to think about here, keep that wrist strong. Don't start to let those wrists flap back. Keep them strong. throughout this entire series. Okay, so we've got inner and outer bicep. Then we're going to do a reverse lunge with a hammer. So I go back into my reverse lunge. Remember, a reverse lunge looks like this, not like this. That's a runner's lunge. Reverse lunge, hammer, up, alternate sides. Reverse, hammer, up. Key parts, elbow stays right by my side on that hammer, not out here, not back here, right by my side. Dumbbell is held vertically. I bring that up, that head of the dumbbell up and down while I'm low in my reverse lunge, okay? Then we're gonna stand up. We're going to do a forward reaching bicep curl. So, what does that mean? I start here, my arms are bent, my forearms are parallel to the ground. I reach out and back, reach out and back. While I am reaching out, you must squeeze those glutes and protect that lower back, okay? This is one you may need to go lighter than what you had for your bicep curls, okay? And then our last one, again, you're probably gonna wanna go lighter. Elbows stay pointed straight ahead of me. The only thing moving here is my forearm. 90 and back, 90 and back with these mini hammer curls, okay? Bicep, here is our focus. Grab the weight you think. I would say you may start heavier with exercise 1 and 2 and need to go lighter for exercise 3 and 4. That's my plan anyway. So grab what you need. I'm gonna get the timer going and we'll get started. Inner and outer biceps, set those shoulder blades, tuck those hips. Here we go. Control the down. Strong wrists. Use your mirror here. Make sure those elbows are staying by your side. I don't want rock in your torso. It's not what's doing the work. It's the bicep that should be doing the work here. Tuck those hips. We've got the reverse lunge hammer curl next. Break. Reverse lunge, we'll hammer at the bottom and then come back up to standing. Here we go. Reverse, hammer, stand. Other side. Reverse, hammer, stand. Other side. Good. You're fighting for stability at the bottom of that reverse lunge, which should help our heart rate stay elevated. That's my goal. Good. Break. I'm going to grab lighter weights here for that forward reach. I start with my forearms parallel to the ground. Reach and back. Reach and back. I've got to tuck those hips. Reach and back. My biceps are burning. Yeah. Reach out and back. I say, may I have some? Thank you. Good. These are all the things that go on in my head in that 30 seconds. Please, sir, may I have another? Here we go. Right. Now we're going to do that elevated hammer curl. So, arms at a 90, curl up, curl up. It's a pulse. My elbows are pointing forward. My hips are tucked. And I'm doing just a lot of little mini hammer curls here. Try to touch that shoulder and back. Touch them back, but look at my top of my arm staying parallel to the ground. Touch them back, don't drop them. Break. All right, I'm gonna pick up my heavier weights to go back to inner and outer bicep curl here. Squeeze those hips, curl, resist. Curl, resist. Strong wrists. Nice. The other component here is if you're choosing the light or the right weights, it's also going to keep your heart rate elevated, especially with these small movements. Good work. Reverse lunge hammer curl. Shake it out. Weights down to your side. We're holding those dumbbells vertically. Reverse hammer up. Good. Alternate lunges. Curl at the bottom of that lunge. Nice. Remember, not a runner's lunge, but a reverse lunge. How low can you get that back knee to the ground? Break. I'm picking up my lighter weights for my forward reaching bicep. Start here, tuck those hips, reach and back. You want some? You don't. Good. Keep it tucked, hips. Try to give it a little pause out here if you can without feeling that in your lower back. Control the out, control the back, and my biceps are screaming with little old weights here. Okay, that hammer curl pulse. Tuck those hips, 90. Touch shoulder and back, shoulder back. If you've got lighter weights here, you should get a good tempo going. Good, keep those arms parallel to the ground and those elbows pointed forward. Good, squeeze those hips, almost there. Done, excellent, we're on to set 4. Set 4, you know the drill. Let's get our cardio burst going here. Mountaintop or jump squats. Good. My biceps hurt. Try to get some air. Bend the legs, don't fold at the waist. Or mountaintop. Sole purpose here is heart rate. Break, boxer shuffle, or skiers. If you want mountaintop, you may want to do skiers here. See how you're feeling. I'm going boxer. This is our 4th time through this. We only have one more time and we're done. Break, lateral hops, or step and reach. Here we go. Turn your music up. You don't want to hear this. Break. Sumos. Try to get low. Exaggerated. Climb that rope. I've given up the punching. Good. Get your breathing back here. Get low in that sumo. I'm climbing up there. I needed to come back down. march and reach, or high knee skips. We're almost there. Stay with me. Who would have thought moving your arms would give you such a burn at this stage? Break. Let me demo the strength. I'm down on the floor here for this series, whether I'm kneeling or on all fours. So if you have a mat, grab it. Our first one is just going to be a kneeling overhead tricep. I like to kneel for these because it really isolates the tricep even more so. Sometimes we tend to get our legs involved a little bit more when we're standing, as well as anybody that's got some lower back issues. When you're in the kneeling position, it really helps you fight against that because your glutes are automatically engaged by being in this position. Okay, so overhead tricep, dumbbell in each hand, palms are facing each other, and they're behind my head here. I try to get down and break that 90 and go up. It's harder if the weights are touching. And if you've got light weights, I want you to focus on that. If you want to pick up heavier weights, touch them, and it's going to help you out there, okay? Tuck those hips, overhead tricep. Then we're going to get down on all fours here. We're going to focus on one side. We'll start on our left side. Make sure everything's stacked. I have one hand down, one hand with the weight has a high elbow, and I'm simply doing a kickback here. Okay, kickback, kickback. Then we're going to go to the other side. We're going to do the same thing. Then we're going to go back to that overhead tricep here, but we're going to pulse it. Now, at this stage of the game, pulsing without their touching is a little difficult. My elbows start to wing out on me if I do that. So you may want to touch them for the pulse. It gives you a little bit more control. I still want you back there pulsing at about that 90. Okay, that's our tricep work. Go light here would be my suggestion on tricep work. All right, I'm going to get the timer going and we'll get to work. Here we go. I'm actually going to start a little heavier with my overhead tricep. Okay, tuck those hips down and up. My weights are independent. If you want to touch them, it gives you a little help because what ends up happening is your dominant tricep helps the weaker one. That's why I'd like mine to be independent so that each tricep is really working on his own or her own. Whatever gender you give your triceps. Break. All right, we're on all fours. Here, we're going to work our left arm first. Get a high elbow, kick back. Kick back. Try to pause at the top of that kickback and keep that elbow high. Keep a neutral neck. You could probably have heavier weight here. It's going to burn. Okay? You've got this. Stay with it. Stay focused. Okay, done with that arm. Let's hit the other side. Ooh, shake that out. Let's hit the right arm. Keep that elbow high. Kick it back. Kick it back. Keep that neck neutral. You're looking down at the floor right by your hand. If you want to look in a mirror to check on your elbow height, look to the side. Try not to look straight in front of you. That's a lot of strain on that neck. Kick it back with the pause. It's burning, but we want to hit our triceps here. Break. I'm picking up lighter weights. for my overhead pulse. Back to kneeling. I'm going to touch those weights and pulse here. Tuck those hips. You want them bent. Bend those arms. Try to keep those elbows by your head. And it's going to be a full-on burn here. That's what we want. That's our goal. Keep with me. Nice. Stay here, stay here, stay here. Break. Okay, before we start round 2, I just want to quickly come down to child's pose here. Open those knees up. Can you see me? Oh, put those hands out in front of you. Bend them and lean back on that. Let's stretch those triceps just a moment before we start up again. All right. Shake it out. Let's get going here. Round 2 of tricep, starting with the overhead. Here we go. Remember, tuck those hips. Touching is easier. Touching the weights. Independence a little harder. I'm going lighter now, round 2. FYI. Because I've done this before and I know my triceps are on fire. Tuck the hips, tuck the hips, tuck the hips. Elbows by your head. Try to give me a full range by breaking that 90-degree behind you. Break. All right, now we are going to do our on all fours, kick back. I'm going to start with my right side this time, elbow high, and kick back. Keep it high. I want lighter weights again this time. That's just me. Listen, you want to go heavier? I applaud you. Do it. Pause at the back if you can. Keep that elbow high. I'm looking in the mirror next to me. Keeping my elbow above my torso. That's what I want. All right. Let's hit our left arm here. High elbow, kick it back. Good. Keep that elbow high. Pause with the kick back. Neutral neck unless you're looking to the side to check on your elbow. High elbow. Kick back with a pause. Burn is good. Break. Back to kneeling. Overhead tricep. Pulse. I suggest touching the weights. If the pulse is too much for you, just give me the full extensions. Pulse. Oh, it burns. You got to find a happy place. Find a happy place with me. Squeeze those dumbbells. Squeeze them. Squeeze your hips. Stay with me. Keep moving. Keep moving. When else do we get to target the triceps like this? Almost there. Break. That was fun. Final cardio burst. Jump squats or mountaintop. I don't know about you guys, but my arms are like string, jelly, mush. Oy. So, it's amazing what you can do by changing your workout up just a little bit, tweaking those movements, grabbing lighter weights, making smaller movements, really works those muscles in a different way. Break. What do we have? I don't know, boxer shuffle or skiers? I'm at a loss. You guys are gonna have to help me finish up here. Finish strong, we can do it. I'm sure I'm slowly melting in front of your eyes. We can do this. Here we go, pick each other up. We got it. Turn your music up. Get pumped up with the music. Break. Lateral hops. Step and reach. Excuse me. Whew. Good. Give me a good push if you're jumping. Break. Sumo climbing ladders. Here we go. I don't want to move my arms. It's a horrible idea. Get down in that sumo, push through those heels, try to stay low. I mean, they are in slow motion. I'm looking at myself thinking I should, whoa. Oh, stay with me, team. I'm trying to stay with you. We can do it. Break. High knee skips or march and reach. Ah. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have quit this a long time ago. That's why it's good to have each other. I'm not going to give up on you. I'd give up on myself, truth be told, but I wouldn't give up on you. So, stay with me. Let's finish it up here. All right, done with the cardio. All right. 4 exercises here are focusing on our chest, and we're back down on the ground or on our mats here. And we're going to be starting with chest flies, but I'm also going to ask you, those of you who want to, don't have to do a glute raise in conjunction with it, okay? So pull those ankles in so they're stacked under your knees. Raise those glutes. I'm pushing through my heels. My weights are above my head facing each other. And I'm doing a fly. Straight arm, all the way down, all the way up. If you have to bend, it's too heavy. If you're going super light here on your chest fly, then give me a 3/4. Only come up 3/4 of the way and right back down. 3/4 of the way and back down. Remember, keep those hips up, okay? We'll come down for 10 seconds, and then, because I'm keeping it simple, back up, back up. Now we're alternating, left, right. Okay, I'm fighting for that balance again, there. Then we're gonna come up to a kneeling position, tuck those hips, and I have my arms at a 90, okay? Open, like a goalpost, come in and touch, if you can, those elbows, because it's that last 2% that really works that chest. Out, touch, out, touch. Keeping this part of your arm parallel to the ground the whole time and keeping your arm formed at a 90 degree the whole time, okay? And then the last one, keeping that same goalpost formation, we come in and sort of make circles. We'll go circles 15 seconds this way, 15 seconds this way. Burn shoulders, burn chest. It's the whole thing. You may want to go lighter on those. See how you're feeling, okay? So you decide on your weight selection here for this last strength set that is focusing on our chest, and I'll get the timer going. Chest flies. Started the timer. Add the glute raise, weight above your head, lift those hips, out to the side and up. Straight arms, push through the heels, Quite honestly, the glute raise gives me a distraction from my upper body at this stage of the game. Push through those heels. Keep your arms straight. If you're going super light here, give me a 3/4 fly. Think about that chest. Break. Come down for a moment. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to alternate. Lift those hips, one arm at a time. The other one waits for it up at the top. Tag, the other one's it. Tag, you're it. Good. Fight for that balance. Push through those heels. Push. Good. Push. Stay with me here. We're going to get up to kneeling after this. All right, kneeling position. You may want to go lighter here. We're going to start with our goalpost arms. Tuck those hips. Now touch those elbows in front if you can and open. Touch and open. Keep those arms like a letter L or a backwards L. Touch those elbows and open. That's your goal. Touch it. If you can, get as close as you can to touching, because that's where the magic happens in this chest exercise, which, if you've already figured out, use your shoulders as our secondary muscle. Break. I'm going to go lighter for this next one, where we're going to do the same thing, but we're making a circle movement. So goalpost arms, I come in making circles. Sort of drawing a circle. Think about drawing a circle. The dumbbell, you're holding the dumbbell like a marker. And I'm drawing a circle and trying to bring those elbows together. Go the other way. Or you've got cymbals. Clang, clang, clang. Should be burning. Get those forearms as close as you can. It's not just here, it's also here. Break. Okay, so it's not just clanging here, it's also here. All right, flies. Too much talky. Glute raise, here we go. Push through the heels. I picked up my heavier weight here again. You don't have to. I'm just trying to let you know what I'm doing as a point of reference. Push. Break. Same thing, but we're going to alternate. Here we go. Push through the heels. One arm at a time. Fighting for balance with that unilateral movement. I love it. Good. Everything with control here. Break. Goalpost arms, I'm going to lighter weights. Kneeling, tuck those hips. Goalpost arms. Kiss those forearms together. Kiss there in the front. Kiss. That's your goal. Squeeze. Touch those elbows if you can. Squeeze. Touch them. Make a letter I right in front of your head. Break. Holy moly. Now we're drawing circles. Big circles like I'm holding that marker. That dumbbell is a marker. Goalpost arms. All right, let's draw circles. Bring those forearms into each other. Touching out. Touching out. Touching out. Touching out. Good. Burning, shoulder and chest. Let's go other way. Kiss them and out. Cymbals. Clang. Clang. Touching out. You've got this. Done. Excellent job. So proud of you cheering me on. I hope I helped you get through it. Woo, that was fun. All right, I'm going to take you through a really quick upper body stretch here. We're already down here. Let's stay down here. Okay, so I'm just kneeling back on my feet. Let's scissor those, arms back and forth, my chest. Hello. Good. Whew. Ooh, stretch that open. Good, I gotta move my weights out of the way. Let's open up those knees. I guess I can go this way. Come down to child's pose. Press those palms into the, really try to press them into the floor. Good, let's come out to the left. Come over and meet it. Open up those lat muscles. We worked those pretty good. Come over to the right. Come over and meet it. I hope you feel that on your side. Stretch and open. Now let's come back to center. Lean forward on your elbows. Bring those forearms off the ground and then sit back in it, pushing those elbows into the ground. You should get a stretch on your tricep with this. Push those elbows into the ground. Good. Now, this one's a little odd. I'm going to ask you to get on your side. This is one, if we push against the wall, it opens our chest. Same concept, but we're laying down. So I've got one arm here that's kind of going to be behind me, and I'm just sort of going to pull this other arm back, and I'm getting a good stretch here on my shoulder, on my chest, just opening up here. Put your head down, hold it up. I feel that a lot in my front shoulder and my chest right here. Good. Now I'm going to come over this way and do the other arm, but you guys can just roll on over. Other arm goes behind me, and I just sort of reach back, open up that chest. If you prefer, if this is too much on your shoulder, just do the one where we push against the wall and open up. Same concept, targeting that same area. Okay, good. I have no good transitions, as we all know. So I'm going to start down here and ask you just to hang for a moment and then slowly think about rolling up one vertebra at a time. Good. Now let's do some windmill arms. I'm trying not to hit the ceiling. Shoulders. Good job. Let's go back the other way. Thank you, shoulders, for a good workout there. Good. Let's take that arm across. Ooh. Other arm across. Behind our heads. Oh, other one. Have those arms straight in front of you. Pull back on those fingers. And then pull down on those fingers. Other arm. I started down. And back. Good. Let's make a T. Really think about opening that chest. W. Squeeze that back. Y. Excellent work on our upper body workout today. See you next time.